Always going to start with some mobility, so spine first, just nice and easy. Arches. From there, both elbows down, sitting your butt back. Reach under, hold for a second, open up, hold, own those two end positions. Couple reps each side. I'm obviously breezing through this. From there, start to work on that hip hinge, that squatting pattern. More importantly, opening up those toes so we don't get any plantar fascia, Achilles type of stuff. From there, get into a little bit more pillar work. We're going to think about pinching the yoga mat, driving your palms towards your toes without actually moving. Think about pulling it away and then pinching. We're going to hold that, big contractions, your rest. Just come up, pedal out the calves, and then feet come wide to get some scap activation. Touch the back of the head, touch the back of the head. We're going to repeat that a few times. Drag the mat together, tucking your tail, good strong core contraction, pulling it apart, pinching it together. Your rest, you come up, calf stretch, feet come wide. Maybe add in a little bit of rotation. From there, we can get into a little bit more mobility work. Open up. Hold those difficult positions. Reaching up. Maybe getting out wider. Working a couple different angles. Dropping into that world's greatest position. From there, we're going to do some more pillar work. Hold this position. Lift that top leg up. Repeat 6 to 8 times each side. We'll hit both sides there. From there, get into our glutes a little bit more. Nice and easy. Double leg glute bridges, single leg glute bridges for 6 to 8 reps of each. And then start integrating it all together. Whatever leg is up, same arm is up. Half get up. Hold that top position. Integrating that torso, shoulders, hips. From there, once we've done a little bit of our core work, prepped our body, opened it up, activated it, then we're ready to get in the pool and be a little bit more flush and recovery based. Pause that. First thing, some general calisthenics, just reinforcing that base position, some shuffling. You can use those hands, sitting in those hips. Next one is lots of hips, quick hips to turn in the hole and be able to open up. So lots of karaoke. That'll get the torso going. After you've done some of that, maybe just some nice easy jumps, some hip openers. Any calisthenics in the pool, but really get the blood flowing and benefit from the pump. From there, we're gonna get into some load and lifts. So I'm sitting in my hip, I shoot my body forwards, and if I'm doing this right, I'm pushing into the pool deck as hard as I can, really feeling that in my abs. Load and lift. I'm gonna pair my lower body with some upper body. So I'm gonna do some cuff work, 30 seconds, hands coming in and out, just simply cuffing your hands or using these Speedo push plates will work. So 30 seconds, I wanna make sure my shoulders are underwater. Trying not to move my elbows, really lighting up my scaps. So we go load and lifts on the wall, cuff, and then we'll finish a little bit of core. Some just little perturbations, 3 positions out in front, 10 reps, 10 reps out to the side, 10 reps, out to the other side. So we'll hit this circuit 2 times just to really address our hips, our torso, and our cuff. Then we'll get into a little bit bigger, more power-based circuit. From there, make sure you're in the shallow end. You're getting your shoulders underwater though. Push and pull. Make sure as much as you're pushing, you're ripping back and using those scaps. We'll go 15 reps each side. From there, we go from a total body. We're gonna go on the wall, and we're just gonna do small figure eights with our hips. So my leg is just making a figure eight, really lighting up my glute and my hip, getting my adductor. So really addressing that hip cuff. 2 rounds, rotational push-pull, and some hip cuff work for your rest. Third circuit, we're gonna be up, knees at 90 degrees, or maybe slightly below. Remember, it's gotta feel good in that joint. And I'm gonna keep my knee in place. So if I imagine I have a laser pointer on my knee, my foot is gonna go in and out. So I'm working internal, external rotation of my hip. I'm gonna do this by pushing into the wall once again. My knee is slightly below my waistband, and I'm just wagging my foot in and out, all right? So any of these hip cuff circuits, the figure eight, the knee up at 90, internal, external rotation, even forward and back, keeping my core tight, just waking up that glute is gonna be really nice. From there, get into a little bit of power movement. So we have a hip cuff, and then we have another lower body, exploding up, exploding up. I like the sensation of getting underwater. And trying to time up your breath. So there's 2 power movements and 2 different circuits paired with a little bit of core and cuff work. Next circuit, we're gonna start with a big power move. So we're just gonna push and pull, push and pull. We're gonna go 30 seconds, push. 30 seconds there. I'm gonna come over to the wall. I'm gonna be in that sprinter's position on the wall, and I'm just gonna twist my knee, coming to my opposite shoulder, and shoulder to shoulder, so left to right shoulder, snapping my knee back and forth, pressing into the wall, getting a little bit of torso twist. We're going 15 seconds each side here, all right? That'll be another additional circuit you can do. If you have a med ball or a light kettlebell, we can do a little bit more reactive core, change of direction work. So ball is overhead, throw it down and stop on a dime. Throw it down, stop on a dime. Throw it down, stop on a dime. So nice shallow end works here. We can throw it down and now try and change direction. All right, we can do some nice, easy, not too much effort as we gotta save it for game days, but just load and explode. Throwing that ball. If you don't have some fancy goggles like me, just hold on to that ball. Those are some nice easy series. You can hold the kettlebells by your side, split squat jumps, hold it right at your groin, jump for height with those kettlebells as well. You can grab a pole or the side of a wall, pull yourself in, push out, pull yourself in, push out. I like that a lot better. Gripping this wall, just getting this whole cuff, arm, getting some rotation, activation through that whole shoulder joint.